Hello everyone, welcome back to the Game Closet. As you can see, I have all of the Atari stuff set up here, so that must mean one thing. It's here! The Atari 2600 Plus arrived today. Let's open her up.
Subscribe style.
All right, so we're just gonna kind of can't get it all yet. There we go. Oh, there she is. La, la, la. All right, look at that. Ooh, it's in plastic too. Ooh, that keeps it fresh, because kind of like lettuce, you got to keep it in a bag. Okay, let's see here. How do we get this open? The last time I had to open up an Atari, an actual brand new Atari, it was in the early 80s. So, okay. It smells pretty good. Yeah, it's fresh. So yeah, there it is. There's the Atari 2600 Plus in its beautiful box. Everybody's seen a box before. Let's just open this bad boy up over here. And we know what it's going to look like on the inside. It's going to look like an Atari. So. Ooh, there it is. Hold it up to the main camera here so we can see it in its glory. It looks like they took a cue from the people making the Commodore stuff. So, because the Amiga was packaged pretty much exactly the same way. So we're gonna toss this down over here and let's have a look here. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. Kind of light, but I mean, considering that it doesn't have probably like, extreme guts in it like the original does, and it is a emulation system, it is going to be a little lighter. And then of course you get the nice little quick guide. Yeah, this is a quick guide. So, no big deal there. I'm sure this is the joystick and of course the multi-cart with all the dip switches on the back. I can hold things with the dip switches on the back. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't see myself playing most of these games on here because number one, I already own them, and number two, I'm not going to use these dip switches. I'm not going to figure it out. I already have the cartridges. So to me, this is just going to go right back in the box. The all-new joystick. Ooh, it's wearing a condom. Look at that.
Rib for her pleasure. Ew.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like the old joystick, but performance matters.
That's what she said.
So we'll see. I would imagine there's an HDMI cable in here and probably just the power cable and of course no power brick of any kind. So there's the HDMI cable and there's the power cable. Now that we've got everything out of the box here, now the joystick, it does feel good. Let's see, comparison wise, it is supposed to be 80% of the size, 20% smaller than the original 4-switch. And as you can see, it kind of looks basically the same as this one does here. So if we show you the back, and there's the HDMI port and of course the power. So it's very clicky. That sounds great. Those feel exactly like the originals. And then there's this as well. Of course, here is the original 4-switch. Well, the 4-switch, not the original Atari, but the 4-switch. And for size comparison, like I said, have a look at that. And then here is the Atari Junior, which it's, almost kind of the same size a little bit, It's a little thicker, of course, because they didn't go with, this form factor. They went with this form factor, which is cool. And of course, it's got the faux wood grain, which looks very, very nice. And then we're also going to compare it here to the Retron 77, both of these are going to be able to do different things. And then maybe with a little, maybe with the homebrew and hacking scene, this thing might be able to do a little more. Of course, Atari did send a USB-C to USB-A cable, but of course they did not send a power brick of any kind. Why? You paid $140 for this thing and they can't put this in there? Hello, you're not Apple, number one. Number two, there's no reason why you can't provide this. Any of you companies out there. And Apple, that goes for you too. Especially since you're still selling and making the product. But I'm sorry, Atari. That's a big fail for me right there. So strike one. No power brick in there. No power supply. Sorry, that's strike one for me. Here's how this is going to work. I have 6 Atari 2600 games. 3 are by Atari, 3 are by Activision. I have 5 Atari 7800 games. And I have 3 strikes. Yes, I have 3 Pac-Mans here. It's kind of like the Price is Right 3 strikes game. So if I choose 3 of these bad boys out of the bag, the game is over and I move on to the other stuff. So we're going to see which games I can get through before we hit 3 strikes. So into the nondescript GameStop bag it goes. And then the 3 strikes. And I saw inside the bag. That's not fair. Okay, here we go. Dig Dug for the 7800. Woo! If I can put it in. All right. All right, now see, that's kind of a problem right there because it's not just going right in.
That's what she said.
Okay, I am trying to get this Dig Dug in here and it won't go. It will not fit.
That's what she said.
So that is a problem. Now, just to show you, so I grabbed the Torg version of Atari Pac-Man, and it goes in just fine. Hear that click? No problem. Dig Dug. I even turned it over just for fun, but Dig Dug will not fit in there. That is a problem. Kind of ruining our game here. All right, Xevious did go in, but it was kind of hard to get it in there. All right, so let's try this again. I gotta push down. Cannot get Dig Dug in there. Oh, wait a minute. I really had to work it. So I got it in. I don't know if this is a cartridge problem or 7800 fit problem. All right, so we're starting with Dig Dug for the 7800. Here we go. The Atari logo lights up here, and there it is on the screen. And of course, since it's an emulator, it's going to load the game into the system. And we can play. Yay, Dig Dug. All right, that was weird. The sound just didn't, it doesn't look quite right. It doesn't look right. This really doesn't tell you a whole heck of a lot of anything. Basically, a child could have made this. There's no information on this whatsoever. Here's your quick start guide. This tells you absolutely nothing. I know there's a way to do... All right, so it's already stretched. So it's set it's stretched, so now I got it back to the resolution that I like. I don't recall the sound fading in like that on the Dig Dug. Oh no! See what happens when you play and try to record and be a host and everything at the same time. All right, so we got the grab bag. Let's go in here. See what we got. This one. Kaboom! Notice it says version 1.0 on there, so this software is version 1.1. Maybe we'll get some updates here within this next year. Here we go. All right, that is already a problem. Every game starts off, the sound is not there immediately. It actually crescendos in. That is really weird. Your sound should not have to wait till the game actually begins for the sound to actually start coming out of your speakers. To me, that is strike 2. All right. That is not strike 1. That's a minor thing to me because I actually got the cartridge in. But that's strike 2. Your software should not be delaying the sound. That's strike 2. All right, it's behaving fantastically. Don't have anything else left in the bag. Let's see what we're gonna go for now. Let's choose with our left hand. What are we gonna pull out? Oh no, strike 1! It's a Pac-Man! Oh no! Oh, that sucks. All right, let's go down here. Another Pac-Man! Oh no, and it's the Torg Pac-Man! Oh no! Please don't get a third one in a row. Please don't get a third one, because we'd have to stop right there. I have to play the game right. Okay. Come on. Demons to diamonds. Okay. Once again, the sound fading in. Oh no! No whammies. Oh, choplifter for the Atari 7800. Okay, let's hope it just goes. It goes right in. Okay, no problem. Atari. Loading game. Version 1.0. I should have made it 1.1. Fix that sound issue. See, it just faded in just now. Woo! I don't remember how to shoot on the 7800 version. How do you shoot? Oh, this might be one of the games that requires a second button. I bet it is. That's right. Come on, let's pull another good one out of here. Chopper command! Woo! Command some choppers. Atari. Have you played Atari today? Yes, I've played Atari today. And the sound has to, of course, fade in because that's how it's supposed to work. I am terrible at this game. Can you tell? All right, I'm going to get real serious now. Here's my serious face. I always like try to shoot the trucks, even though I know you can't. Because they're your trucks. Die, commie scum! That's right, that's how you command choppers in this neighborhood. Serious face. I'm just gonna stay here waiting for them to come to me. Chopper command's a lot like making love. You gotta take it slow or else you just blow up your ship. And nobody wants chopper parts everywhere. I know I don't. One bag here. Oh, Vanguard. Or Atari 2600. Here we go. Starting some Vans. Have you played Atari? Yeah, it's getting old. Well, what's not getting old is version 1.0. Okay. Never released your first version. Okay. All right, here we go. No sound. There we go, finally. Oh, right as I... I want to be really honest with you. I think that the Atari version of Vanguard is very slow and boring, and I think this is a successful test, so we're just going to turn it off. So thanks, Vanguard. Thank you for playing. Our odds are increasing that we may hit a Pac-Man. Spider Fighter! Spider Fighter by Activision. Spider Fighter. It's where you go to fight the spiders. I don't know. I got nothing. Bonus by fighting those spiders. Woo! Just got shit on by a spider. Johnny Graphics, this is for you, buddy. I know you love it. Spider Fighter. One more try. It worked. Back to the bag. Odds are increasing that Pac-Man will get played now. Oh, Xevious for 7800. Novice, that's what we want. Novice. Fading in. I love the fading in. I don't love the fading in. I have not hit anything yet. I'm going to be honest with you again. I'm not a fan of Xevious for the 7800. I do like Xevious, but just not Xevious for the 7800. Successful test. It works. Back to the bag. What are many's left in here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 left in the bag. I have a 1 in 4 chance of pulling out Pac-Man right now. Oh, thank God. It's just Ms. Pac-Man for the 7800. Thank God. Put on my serious face. Come on out, it's lunchtime. I purposely ran into her. All right, we're back to the bag. We have a 1 in 3 chance of pulling out a Pac-Man. It's Asteroids for the 2600. You know, if we don't get the last Pac-Man, that means I don't have to play Pac-Man. I'm not even Catholic, but we'll just do that anyway. All right, so it's working. That's good. And it's got to fade in, of course. All right, one thing I've noticed about this joystick is it feels a little bit mushy. Oh no! Successful test. What's it gonna be? Pac-Man? Or whatever other game is in here. Let's see if I can feel my way around. Alright, so there's no more Activision games left. See, I'm wincing, right? I'm gonna go with this one. Oh no! Just to let you know, the last game in the bag would have been Pole Position 2 for the 7800, but we're not gonna get to try it today. So, all right, I guess we gotta play Pac-Man. Go get some Pepto-Bismol. Here we go. See, you didn't even get to hear at the beginning. I'm gonna start it over. See, you didn't get to hear that just because the Atari 2600 Plus does not start playing your audio immediately. It fades it in, it crescendos in. That is not good. Gosh, this game's horrible. I'd rather have a fish hook in my eye, I really would. So we are going to try Stargate and Defender 2. Now these are the exact same game. But let's look at Atari's very own Atari 2600 Plus compatibility list. Wait a second, Defender 2 isn't even on the list. What about Stargate? Untested? Atari didn't even test their own damn game. So we're going to test them and make sure that they work. So here we go. Here's Stargate first. All right, so there it is. Oh, it's a bit right there. All right, successful test. We're going to move on to Defender 2. Like I said, it is the exact same game. They just put different labels on it, and then it has a different splash screen at the beginning. So here we go. Here comes Defender 2. It should work just fine. Will work. So exciting. Oh, hear that snap, snap? What was that? See, Defender 2. All right, here we go. Same game. All right, so successful test. That works fine. I have two PAL games here, and these are Atari 7800 PAL games. I've got Ghostbusters 2, and I've got F-14 Tomcat, and I'd like to see, are they gonna work? Let's try Ghostbusters 2. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's working! That's it? That's all I get? All right.
Slime! It's a river of slime!
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm Ray, and I'm going down inside the... I'm going down inside the All right, I'm not going to play that because it feels like it's terrible, but we know it works. And now F-14 Tomcat. Now, I am going to imagine that this might require the second joystick. I'm sorry, the second button. I have no idea how to play this game, but we know it works. So there we go. Okay, so the 2 PAL games that I have work. Great test on that. Now we're going to try the home brews that I have. So we're going to try Fall Down and see if Fall Down works. Love Fall Down. If you've never played Fall Down, you're missing out. It is available through AtariAge.com, and of course they are now owned by Atari because Atari's just going around gobbling up everybody. So, but hopefully their customer service will improve because they weren't very nice to me. I will tell you that when I contacted them. Okay, so Fall Down works. Fantastic. So you can play this 1 or 2 player, and I'm the blue guy, and we're just basically. No, I'm the red guy. Why? Wasn't paying attention. No. All right, so we know it works. Fall Down works. Fantastic game, worth every dime you can buy. And then we're going to try Space Rocks now. This, I don't know if it's available through Atari Age anymore. It should be, because it is not a, it says loading game failed. Try one more time. Because it is not a port of another game. Come on, Space Rocks. It's kind of like an Asteroids clone. All right, so Space Rocks does not work. We now know that. That's okay. And that is not a strike right now. I'm not going to count that as a strike. That's just something they need to improve and get that updated so some of these other homebrews will work. And I've got Juno first. So we're going to try Juno first. That is a homebrew. And that is a port, and I do not know, I'm pretty sure they don't sell that anymore, but I'm sure you could find it on eBay or something like that. So let's see if Juno first is going to work. Come on, Juno first. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, woo! Atari Age, fire to play. So Juno first works. So if you like Beam Rider, you will love Juno first. It was a arcade game first, and then somebody awesomely put it out for the Atari, and it's actually a pretty good version. It is similar to Beam Rider, or I should say Beam Rider is similar to it, but I actually prefer Juno first to Beam Rider in many respects. But it works, so that's fantastic. Yay for Juno first. All right, we're going to try Game Panic 3. It's a John Hancock game, and I got this at Torg last week, and we're just going to give it a try. This is not going to be a full review. We're just going to see if it fires up, see if this great homebrew fires up. A full review will be coming out in the next couple weeks. Let's have a look here. Ooh, it says Atari. If it said in television, that'd be bad. Waiting. I like waiting. Waiting. It's not doing anything. It's doing nothing. Okay. Like waiting for stuff, don't you? Atari, come on, Atari. All right, loading game. There we go. That's a good sign. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, play! Nothing. Uh-oh. Does that mean I'm not going to get to play Game Panic 3 on the Atari 2600 Plus? Make sure it's seated right. Loading game. Come on, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Nothing. All right, so, all right, so here's what I know. The Immortal John Hancock did test it on the Atari 2600 Plus. And for some reason, my copy is not working on here. So I'm going to have to test this on my actual Atari, and I will also check it on the Retron 77, but not during this episode. So we will have to get back to you on that. So keep your eye out on the future video to see if Game Panic 3 will work. So here are my final thoughts on the Atari 2600 Plus. Now, we tested many games today, including Atari 2600 games that are NTSC, NTSC 7800 games, PAL 7800 games. There were 2 of those, and 4 homebrews. Now, we saw the shortcomings of the 2600 Plus and its $129 plus tax and shipping price point. That is, if you get it from Atari itself, as opposed to, say, Amazon, who will ship for free. It's very bare bones. There's no save states, even though it's an emulation system. Yeah, this is not FPGA hardware, this is an emulator. No 2-button controller included, considering that there are 7,800 games that require one. No easy way to upgrade, like there's no SD card slot here whatsoever. Now there's the USB port, sure, but will this console be Mac friendly? Will it be Linux friendly? Don't know. There's no manual whatsoever, and the quick start guide is an abysmal joke. Things that are deal breakers for me. No power brick included. Yeah, here's your cable, but hey, go screw yourself if you want a power brick with it. You're not getting that for $129. Also, the sound of the games fades in from the beginning of each game. That's poor programming right out of the box. 2 strikes. That's terrible. Third strike, I wouldn't have bought this to begin with. If you have a collection and are dying to play those games on an HDMI TV, the Retron 77 will play all of your original Atari cartridges, and updates to the Stella are always happening. However, paddle support is sketchy. You can't play 7,800 games on the Retron 77 either, but you can't play some of those on the 2600 right out of the box anyway. So for the money and about half the price, the Retron 77 is in many ways a far better value. There are advantages and disadvantages to both consoles, but since the 2600 Plus is an official Atari product, you would think that they would have taken a little more care instead of just shoving this thing out the door so they can grab as much cash as they could as quickly as possible. Well, we'll see you very, very soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm spread the video to more awesome people just like you. Subscribe for more here in Dr. Scott's Game Closet, and there's plenty more where this one came from, so click on a video for more video game shenanigans. We'll see you all very, very soon.